I'm using a J10 6mm crochet hook, and we're going to start the project off with a chain of 18. Alright, so there's my chain of 18. Now we're going to single crochet across the chain. We're going to have we're going to put 17 single crochets, and we're going to do 4 rows of 17 single crochets across. So you're going to start, of course, the second chain on your hook and start with a single crochet and go all the way across for 17 single crochets and 4 rows. Alright, so now I've done my 4 rows of 17 single crochets across. So that was a chain of 18, 17 single crochets, chain 1, turn, 17 single crochets, chain 1, turn, and that was for 4 rows. Now we're going to start working in the heart. So we're going to chain 1, turn, and we're going to do 8 single crochets of the blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So there's 8 single crochets of the blue. Now we're going to do a popcorn stitch with the white, with the multicolor white. So I'm just going to take this. Where did it go? Okay. Okay, so now to do a small single crochet popcorn stitch, we're going to do 5 single crochets in the next single crochet. So 1, let's tighten this up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 single crochets and 1 single crochet. Now we're going to turn, and we're going to count to the first single crochet. So we're going to count over 5. For the very first one, it's always easy because you can see the color change. So I'm going to go to the first, and we're going to slip stitch. So there's our first popcorn stitch. Now we're going to pick up the blue yarn, and we're going to continue on with a single crochet in the last 8 single crochets. So I'm just going to pull that over, tighten this, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, So we finished our first row with our first popcorn stitch, which is the bottom of the heart. And now at the end of the row, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 7 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And next, we're going to do a popcorn stitch, a single crochet, and a popcorn stitch. So we're going to switch off colors. So I'm going to pull the white, tighten that a bit, and I want to make sure that I keep the blue there, so I always crochet over the blue, so that way when we're done with the white we just pick up the blue, and then it doesn't look really tacky on the back later on with all the blue and white hanging out. So now we're going to do a popcorn stitch. So let's, okay, hold on. Now we're going to do a popcorn stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to turn, count 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to slip stitch the first and last single crochet together. And pop it out because that's our front side. And then we're going to single crochet. And then we're going to do another popcorn stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on this one, we're going to slip stitch it all the way to the last popcorn stitch, where we did the slip stitch on the last popcorn stitch, just for this one popcorn stitch. And the reason for that is okay, yeah. And the reason we did that on this one popcorn stitch is because of that one additional single crochet that we had to put in there to keep our 17 stitches going. So there's our 2 popcorn stitches. Now we're going to switch back to the blue. So we're going to pull our blue yarn up and tighten. And then we're going to do a single crochet in the remaining 7 single crochets. And then at the end we're gonna chain 1, and there's our first 2 rows.